Hello everyone. Right now we are sitting in the archaeological site of Pattanam in Kerala, and I have Professor P.J. Cherian with me. He is the director of the Pattanam Excavations at PAMA. So a very good morning, sir.
Very good.
I'm so glad to meet you. So I have a few questions for you. So firstly, could you tell us briefly about the history and significance of the site of Pattanam?
Yeah, the history is briefly, you should have a long durée perception to understand the significance. We have the first urban revolution. People like Gordon Child said it as the Neolithic revolution. Then when the Chalcolithic, when the copper came, we had a heap, a kind of a different cultural hype. And the third one happened between 500 BC and 500 AD. From that long durée perception, this is one of the most significant sites because what we get from here, though it is from 1000 BC onwards, the most important bulk of things belong to 100 BC to 300 AD. This means it was the peak of the new interfaces that developed during the 5th century BC, 5th century AD, between three or among three continents, as well as trans-oceanic exchanges. So you can have a bird's eye view as a worm's eye view. Archaeology always, is worried about what we get in the layers, in the losses, and at the same time we are looking at the world. So the greatest significance, significance will go on evolving. You will be working out its significance from entirely a different angle. But like a child, I used to imagine this as the site where over 3 dozen cultures, linguistic groups of people walked around here. It's an amazing feeling. How I derived that kind of an idea that 3 dozen, we are getting material evidence from Gibraltar, that is Spain, from Catalonia to South China, Hippo site. That was where the Silk Road, Silk Maritime Road started. So, 40 plus or 60 plus port sites were connected to this site. We don't think that all these people might have come here because a trader might have collected from, for example, the Greek. They were the people who came initially, I feel.
So, could you tell us when did the first excavation start and for how long have the excavations been going on at this site?
Yeah, actually, every site is found the world over. Majority of sites are found by chances. Several information comes from several sources. And we had a trial excavation by a nearby research institute in 2004. And archaeology is always a marginal area. It is not the main concern of the society. So it took 3 more years for the efforts for a multidisciplinary kind of research. So it started in 2006. And ever since I was involved in it and I was so passionate, I say I like a child, I am curious, and it gives me a great feeling like any archaeologist that you are touching your ancestors, their minds, their hearts. We can talk to them. Every object we excavate, we attribute life to it. So it's a kind of a journey, and it continued since 2006. After 2015, there was some deadlock. administrative problems, and PAMA was started in 2018, and ever since we are trying to do something. And PAMA is a humble institute where we expect students from world over to come and own this. Excavation is just one activity in the long chain of things we have to learn to study, conserve, and also illuminate or contextualize the things.
I had one last question to pose to you. Could you tell me about the future scope and plans for exploration, excavation, and other projects at PAMA?
Yeah. Uh, I also have to have a bird's eye view in telling you that. By following colonial tradition, this was the monopoly of the state and the kind of establishments. Now we hope we want to facilitate the civil society, which comprises of, experts, professionals, people with money, people with good intentions. They should have a platform where they can come and be participating in it. Extremely, I look for young people, because they can be the stakeholder doing all these things of networking, connecting people, and telling them how important this site is. So, we this year are going to concentrate on some conservation of the site in collaboration with the local community, and at the same time looking for hinterland sites, especially in the Idukki district. We want it to be a global kind of a project in which students and all those who are interested can and stay in Idukki district for a couple of weeks and document materials and memories. For after that, we will do, whichever important site, we will do some trial explorations and trial excavations and document them for future studies.
Thank you, sir. That's very interesting, and it was a very enlightening discussion for me to learn about your ideas on the archaeological site of Pattanam, the work that PAMA is doing, and also the kind of innovative concepts that you're coming up with. And I think it's very important for Indian archaeology that we do these things to put Indian archaeology on the global map and get recognition for the sites that completely deserve it. So thank you so much, sir, for your time and patience, and we really look forward to work with you in future.
Thank you very much.